Merry Christmas Eve. I don't know if you notice anything different about me. Didn't know how much this was gonna hurt. Let's come back to this. All right. Now that awkward moment is over. So what is this? And what's the topic? Well, this is called Quiet Wean, and I will try to find a link to put in the post as well, or description to pass this along. But the short version is, this will be going on Murph to wean him from his mother. Oh, what heartfelt timing. They're licking each other. Makes me the bad guy. You know, I've talked about that before when I separate them, you know, for milking Stella. And there's definitely a conversation there on, you know, when's the right time to wean. Well, we're almost 6 months into this. Stella's hopefully bred, which we should be getting her ultrasounded here in the next couple of weeks to confirm that. We have not seen her in heat. But weaning is its own conversation based off of a farmer's own choice and practices. I got this from my friend Stacy. You know, he's very experienced as dairy out there in Washington, and this is what they really like. So there's a fence line weaning tactic, meaning you separate them with the fence, for lack of a better phrase. You can just straight separate them. Often happens in the larger scale cattle businesses where you bring them home after the summer and you run them through chute, vaccinate them, dewormer, etc. Then you just physically separate them, and then you listen to them for a night or two bawling because they're separated, right? And that's just a fact of life. So I have not yet done this. So everything I'm thinking is either from somebody else or maybe even hypothetical, if you will. But we're going to put this in Murph, and you've seen something similar to these with the points on the top, and you know that's if they get the points on, it goes up to drink, hits mom's udder. Remember, the entire bag is the udder, and then the teat is on the udder, and mom kicks because of the discomfort. So this, if I understand it correctly, is going to be affecting the angle in which Murphy tries to go in. So weaning is especially on my mind right now because with us getting Kyle, hopefully later this week, he's been weaned already. And Stella's in milk, and we're obviously going to have Daisy, freshening in March. So I'm kind of getting Kyle for multiple reasons. One is I really, really like the farmer and really trust and believe where he's coming from. And two is, Murph needs a companion because I think the path we're on is to separate Murph and Kyle. I just love that name, Kyle, from the dairy herd, if you will, and begin feeding, drinking, watering, and just keeping them separate. But in the meantime, I don't want Kyle to come back on the milk from Stella. He's been weaned already, and Murph, I just need to wean him, right? Because 6 months, she's potentially bred, and those are all just additional stressors on her body. So again, this thing's called Quiet Wean. It is not meant for human use. I have so many jokes and thoughts right now. I really need to be a better person. But then this will go on Murph. And so in future videos, if you see this on him, you'll know more about it. I don't know exactly when we're going to do this. He's coming to check it out now. Murph. So in addition to the actual, benefit that it'll give Stella as far as the stress on her body, then I've got to work my way through, are we milking twice a day, or is she still able to do once a day? Right now, once a day she's given, well, hi Murph. Right now at once a day, she's given 2 gallons or so, and I don't know how that'll be once we wean her. So we're gonna give this a try here in the next couple of weeks, and hopefully keep you updated, learn my own lessons from it. One other thing I want to, just changing gears as I wrap this up, you know me, I can't pass up the opportunity to talk, is I got off the phone with a friend today, and he has a lot of good things working towards him and his farm and a lot of energy. And the call was, coincidental in the thoughts I was having this morning, in that, Christmas brings, hopefully, it's not always, hopefully these moments of joy and happiness. And, we're extremely blessed and happy with all the kids home this week. I remember, so we want to capture that moment, I guess, that energy, just like my farmer friend, and how can we move forward? I remember, I think I was coming home from Saudi Arabia, and you know, when you come home after being gone for so long, you just have this incredible moment. Murph's pushing on me. You have this incredible moment with your family, whether it's your kids or your spouse, where it's just like, man, you know, it's almost like the honeymoon again. Now I remember taking this jar and putting a note in it. I don't remember the exact words I wrote to Stephanie, but basically that moment of love and appreciation, you wanted to capture that moment. And, you know, very symbolic, if you will, right? I would just encourage you to have that mentality heading into Christmas and this holiday time. You know, whoever it is you love, whether it's a cow or your family, find your proverbial jar and bottle that moment. So mentally, it allows us to carry forward into the holidays, during the holidays, and most importantly, you know, through and after the holidays. And we have a lot of good in life. Sometimes we just gotta look around, and that's coming from a guy with a lot of anxiety and all kinds of other shit going on in my head. Sometimes we just gotta remind ourselves how good life is. So, Merry Christmas, and I'll keep you posted on the weaning of Murph. I think I'm gonna have to wean him off of me as well. So, Merry Christmas. Have a good day.